Days after a big storm can be stressful and confusing, especially for new homeowners who have never experienced storm damage before. Our Fact Finder team is trying to get you some answers tonight, and WSBT's Chang is in the studio to break down the basics of homeowners insurance. Annie.
Well, Rick, there are a few myths when it comes to home insurance, what it covers, what it doesn't, and what you should do after your house gets damaged. Tip number one, don't wait around. The Oglesbys woke up to a slew of house damage Tuesday morning.
We have a couple of trees down, some stuff on power lines, a few holes in our roof, scrapes on the house, a shed that's been sort of torqued into an interesting shape.
And after making sure their friends and neighbors were okay, the first thing they did was pick up the phone.
First call was actually my insurance agent, just to let them know we had a claim coming.
That should be the first step for anyone with storm damage. Next, take photos of any destruction before you move it.
Taking photos is very, very helpful. It's proof. We never like to talk about that you have to prove it, but it's proof of what happened on your property.
Then start making calls to get your house and yard back to normal. The biggest mistake, Nielsen says, is waiting for a claims adjuster to come to your house before starting that cleanup process.
You do not just have to leave it sitting. You need to start moving to get yourself back up and running.
Some insurance policies will pay for cleanup, but only up to a certain amount.
There is a limited amount of coverage for some debris removal for the trees that do fall, and that's something they should check with their agent.
Their best advice, make sure you know your policy before disaster strikes again. And depending on how busy your insurance companies, you can expect to receive your coverage check anywhere from 2 weeks to 30 days.
Okay, Annie, here's a question that we're hearing a lot. What happens if your tree falls on a neighbor's property?
Yeah.
Whose insurance covers that? Who's responsible?
Absolutely, Rick. Well, because that's an act of nature out of your neighbor's control, your policy would have to take care of that out of your own coverage unless you can prove that your neighbor knew that that tree was dying and it was going to fall on your property.
Yeah, hard to prove, though.
Yeah.
It is.
Annie, thank you. Well, we're continuing to get in all